What's up, you MULN investors and moneymakers? Welcome back to the channel. MULN was up 21.49%. We are even up in after our session to 11 cents. Write down in the comment section below if you think MULN is going to hit 20 cents next week. There are big things coming for MULN on Monday. Remember, all these are speculations, but I will back it up with my research and analysis. There is a ton going on behind the scenes with MULN, especially with Lawrence. Especially, I wanted to say the $10 billion deal that we have been talking about. Lawrence teased the $10 billion contract with Saudi Arabia, and we have been seeing some of the very juicy information from MULN. Remember, also take a look, Alan Daly, call out to you, my friend. Alan mentions, have you seen the Lawrence video today? And this is the comment that I see on one of my video that I posted. Have you seen the update from Lawrence today? Lawrence video. Yes, I did. He has government level security following him wherever he goes. I'm not sure about that part, but take a look. I believe the part of the big announcement is coming on Monday. Might include the contract with military and something like close to that. I can't think of many reasons why the current and former government agency employees are falling. So again, I can't really validate all this information, but there is a ton of speculation. What we can say is based on this public domain information that Lawrence teased about this $10 billion contract with Saudi Arabia. Now think about it. If this comes, if there is a PR around this, that is going to be fantastic. Because Mullen Automotive has a new joint venture. So we'll be talking about that. We will be talking about Mullen Inc., a $1 billion deal with EV, or $1 billion Saudi EV deal. Lawrence and Mullen are a match made in heaven. Now, if you are part of Bull, do hit the like button. At least click a couple of likes if you can. Subscribe to the channel and make this channel part of your due diligence. Remember, I do a ton of analysis. I do research. I am not a financial advisor, and you should do your own due diligence too. But I do believe there are great days for MULN coming up next week. So you don't really have to wait. If you bought MULN around 8.5 cents, remember I have been telling you that MULN, if it hits below 9 or 9 cents below, there will be a huge pump, because that's when the short sellers run out of fuel, because MULN does not really at this point have a ton of potential to go below 9 or 8 cents, and which is when the bulls will started buying more and more, because they know that it can quickly hit 12 cents level. Many of my viewers and subscribers bought it around 8.5 to 9 cents. They sold it around 12 cents and probably bought it again at 9 cents, and which is when the possibilities of earning potential for a penny stock. Remember, penny stocks are super great. I love it because you can do 2x, 3x, 5x return just within a matter of days, but they're risky. It's a risk versus reward. So do not invest your entire portfolio or entire savings in penny stocks. I usually do less than 10%, precisely 5 to 6%, but when the prices go up, the portfolio becomes larger for my penny stock, and what I do is I refresh or turn over on the stock. I like to come up with my own exit strategy. 5 days, MULN is up 5%, so pretty much flat. But whoever bought it around 9 cents, 8.5 cents, they made 26% just within a matter of a day. For 1 month, we are down 6% or flat. In other words, 6 months, we are 80% down. But this is going to quickly change, because I do believe that MULN has potential to go to 20 cents once again right here. Now, why MULN and the $1 billion Saudi EV deal is a great thing for MULN. Before I go ahead, I just wanted to ask you to hit the like button. We need 200 likes for MULN, because big things are coming, big advancements are coming, the battery deals are coming, EV efficiencies are coming, and this could be revolutionary. This is going to be the EV agnostic, which means any EV technology can use this. They have filed a patent, which is another big thing, that MULN filed patent, and we saw that the news around MULN stock. Why shouldn't you bet against EV innovator? All you short sellers out there, just wanted to tell you that this is a big thing and be careful. And Mullen Automative, we saw the jump on 34% on patent filing. This patent is amazing because it's not just creating efficiency, but it also creates a new pattern in the solid state polymer and the battery technology that Mullen wants to come up with called EMM. In Class 1 EV cargo van, the company said it will raise the delivery vehicles range 75%. Now 75% gain is not a small thing, especially if you are into the commercial and retail market, right? And they jumped up by 186 miles, and this vehicle was outfitted for 42 kilowatt hour battery pack. Now, this is exciting. Do hit the like button. I need 200 likes on this video. Subscribe to the channel and motivate me. Likes and subscribe doesn't really cost you anything. If you make money, you can click the thanks button below on YouTube and help this channel with a couple of dollars, and I'll really appreciate it. Now, I put in a lot of time, energy, and effort in building this video, so your help is very much appreciated. Now let's go back to what this says, this Mullen stock, in terms of this deal. Now, Lawrence teased a $10 billion contract with Saudi Arabia, which is going to be exciting because we're expecting, guess what, 37 million in volume in Q1 2023. Now, if this turns out in hundreds of millions quarter over quarter, that is going to be fantastic. They have the new joint venture, Mullen Advanced Energy, or MAEO. It is quickly resonating with shareholders. Remember, Mullen EV technology founder Lawrence also teased the $10 billion contract with Saudi Arabia, and we're expecting some of the huge announcement coming out next week, as soon as Monday. So congratulations to all you bulls. If you are part of the bull army, write down bull into the comment section below. If you think that Mullen can hit 20 cents next week, write down 20 cents in the comment section below. Mullen stock is down 65% year over year. That can change pretty quickly. Tomorrow it can go 60% up, and we'll see this 5% down year to date, and I'm waiting for that to see what next week brings us. But I think next week is going to be fantastic. They opened up higher by 25%, went to 38%, as you already know. They filed the Form 8K. They also announced their joint venture and all that kind of stuff. But now, why this is a match made in heaven? Let's talk about this real quick. So the stock was up 21% on Friday with 723 million shares traded, which is again exciting, and we'll do more analysis. But take a look. We were seeing 713 million shares transacted, and we saw 10 to 11 cents, and we jumped back up 8 to 11 cents. So congratulations, we actually did go about 11 cents in the pre-hour trading session. I'm hoping that in pre-hour, and I'll do one more video pretty early tomorrow, if I can, to share what it is doing in the pre-hour. So write down in the comment section below if you want to see 15 cents in pre-hours. You never know. And also subscribe so you don't miss out on this juicy information. But take a look. So we saw that, right? Let's go back to this article. Closing 10:29 on the trading day, 11:30, with the $75 million in volume for the day. The stock was also up 3.4% after hours. We went to 11 cents. The huge action on Friday came after Mr. Lawrence, who signed the contract with Mullen earlier the week, did a Facebook live stream. So we saw that live stream, right? Super juicy, where he stated and teased that Mullen will be announcing $10 billion contract with Saudi Arabia on Monday. Now, I'm waiting for this announcement. Don't miss out on that, because at that point, it'll pop up. Now, if you want to book profit, up to you. If you want to stay strong and hold it up to 20 cents, it's up to you. I don't know. No one has crystal ball, so I can't say it'll hit 20 cents next week. But write down if you believe that it's going to hit 20 cents, right? And this is the video that they're talking about, right? And I don't really want to just play the whole video, but you can take a look. And Mullen Lawrence FB Live meeting with Saudi Arabia, heading into DC, FBI Homeland Security 24/7, which is super exciting. I don't want to play just the whole video, but you can watch for yourself. Now, this Facebook live stream with more than $10 billion deal, Lawrence and Mullen are match made in heaven. Both are big underdogs. Both are leading the markets in EV battery technology. Lawrence has been working with battery technology obsessively since he was a little kid, and he has intuitive mind with sticks to genius investing, knocks out 360 fire extinguisher also as a kid. So I mean, all in all, they have done, the Lawrence has done a ton in terms of this space. So which is what's super exciting. Last week, Mullen and Lawrence had a definitive agreement under which Mullen will pay Lawrence, $50,000, so not a huge fee, but an additional $5 million once the definitive agreements are completed, which means Mullen will have some sort of performance tie-up as well, whether they get $10 billion deal or billions of dollars of deal or not, and anticipated associated IP, that IP rights to MAEO. Now remember, this MAEO joint venture, Mullen has 51% of share, and which is written right here, the new subsidiary that has 51% owned by Mullen and 49% owned by Lawrence, the GV Technology or Global EV Technology and EV Technologies LLC, collectively EVT. Both the companies will be contributing, working together, known as the Verified Technology Partner. And with that, that opens up so many doors for Mullen to get excited. So this is exciting. We'll see. But the news is 1 day ago, so before just 24 hours, we started seeing some of the news. Why you shouldn't bet against this EV innovator. So once again, if they file this particular patent, and if this patent is successful, and think about all the EV manufacturing OEMs and whatnot, they want to leverage this licensing deals and licensing technology. Mullen will start making money. And this money will be not really a huge EBITDA in terms of operational overheads. They don't really need to do any operational overheads. They'll be making money just based on the licensing deal. They filed the patent for the energy management module, or they call it EMM. If you missed my previous video, let me just quickly tell you within the next 30 seconds, EMM reduces the demand of battery, extends the range life. And this particular thing just came out last week on Thursday. And again, we saw just before a day, Lawrence made this, or at least teased us with $10 billion Saudi Arabia deal. If that happens, that is going to be fantastic. Now with that, what Mullen is up to is Mullen's forecast, and people started now seeing that, oh yes, Mullen is going down, but what is their moving average? So let's talk about that, right? And thank you for all the comments on my previous videos. We saw 41 comments, so congratulations and thank you to all of you. Stay strong. Write down in the comment section below again if you are thinking that it will go to 8 or 9 cents once again before it goes to 15 cents. I believe 8 and 9 cents is not going to happen next week, especially with lot of buzz, momentum around this $10 billion Saudi Arabia deal. Lawrence is announcing some of the very juicy, very interesting information. Stay tuned. I'll also keep you posted, so you don't have to do your due diligence. Make this channel part of your due diligence. I'll make sure that I'll cater the information that you really need to know. Remember, we saw that the volume spiked through the roof, or not really through the roof, but I am expecting that Mullen will see 1 billion plus volume next week following all these updates and announcement and juicy information. But on Friday, compared to their average volume of 246 million, we saw the volume of 695 million, which is exciting. Now, one more thing, remember that you want to think about like this 46 million, and we are almost below that. Last week, take a look, 167 million, 126 million, 139 million. We went in 200s, but we did not really cross 245, and we crossed it once, but then we saw the jump, 3x jump from the previous day to 713 million, which is huge. Tomorrow, on Monday, we will be seeing, so big things are coming Monday, or at least next week. For the rest of the next week, we are going to see some very large momentum in Mullen, especially if Lawrence comes up and says, hey, we have a $10 billion deal for next couple of years, we'll be booking that revenue. That's huge. That's really, really huge, because Mullen does not have any sales, any revenue at the moment. On the contrary, we are expecting only $37 million in revenue from Mullen. Now, all these things, all these new companies and innovation or innovative companies, they are going through not so fun time for their investors in the beginning. That was the case with Uber, that was the case with Tesla, you name them, right? And once they start the revenue deals and they start generating revenue, it skyrockets, and this Mullen will not be an exception. So once again, get excited and write down if you have any more information. I'll cover that in this video. One thing that you want to note is why Mullen stock is down regardless of what we see in terms of the volume, in terms of the momentum. We are still down. The price pressure, why we were not 15 cents last week? Because of the short selling pressure. Take a look. On Friday, 52.77% was the short volume ratio. When the FINRA total volume was 301 million, we saw that the short volume was 158 million. Guess what? The short sellers are keeping Mullen below 11 to 12 cents. If the short sellers were not there, take a look. 52.77 million off exchange ratio, 158.8 million. That's the short volume off exchange short volume ratio. Short interest on total float is 7.86%, which is huge in my opinion, which is not going down as we have been talking about. But what you need to think about MULN is right here. Their moving average is 17 cents. Ladies and gentlemen, you see this juicy bar right here, the green bar? That was the buying volume on Friday. Take a look. We did not really see as big as a bar, the juicy bar, green bar, buying volume, even when we had the huge short selling pressure on the 4th or 3rd of April. We did not really see that as high as we see the buying volume. So all in all, yes, we did see the short selling volume selling volume consecutively for 4 or 5 days, but that has been changing. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all 5 days or all 5 days we saw the red bars, and we started seeing green, red, red, and then we started saying for last few days there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 days with green juicy bar, and only 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 days with red bars. So what I'm trying to say is we are moving in the right direction. Even if meet in the middle next week, we are seeing about 14 to 15 cents pump, or 4 to 5 cents pump in MULN, which is 50% return on your investment. Even if you bought it around 9 cents, you're getting 60-70%, and that has happened in the past. Remember, I don't want you to forget that what we saw in the past, that can repeat very easily. Once again it can repeat. I'm trying to find out that 9 cent price point that we saw. So 9 cent price point was right here. Why can't I find the 9 cents? Let me just really quickly show you that you want to see this is the low, and in the low you want to see 9 cents that we quickly saw, and it jumped up pretty quickly. So once again, we went to 10 cents. Let me show you this 10 cents, and we went to 14 cents, a 40% return on your investment, right? So this is the type of things that you can expect from MULN. And again, we saw this 9 cent, and from 9 cent we quickly jumped up to 11 to 12 cents. So there is a massive opportunity. I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.